Welcome to the Kitchen Table, a show dedicated to helping you escape diet culture, gain trust with food, honor your body, and live a brighter life. Hello, and welcome back to the Kitchen Table. I'm so glad you're here. I'm your host, Alicia Brown, an anti-diet registered dietitian nutritionist. And so, hey, happy Monday. How are you feeling in your body today? How are you feeling in your body today? I always like to ask that question as we start off, especially with Monday. We have so many things going on in our heads, right? It's like, what's on our to-do list? What's the first thing? What's the next thing? What do we have to stress about this week? And so I want you to get out of your head and into your body when you ask yourself that question. Get into your body. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths so you can really check in with yourself. So important to start off the week in a grounded state, if we can at all get there. And trust me, I know it's difficult. I live anxiously a lot, but I think in the last year I've done some work, just trying to get myself back into a space where I can be more accepting, more resilient, to triggers, and more able to process and download my own emotions so I can show up as my best self. So that's like one of the best tips I can give you on a Monday is to get yourself into a grounded state by getting out of your head and into your body for a minute to kind of assess, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you feeling in your body is a good gateway to exploring what needs you need to have met. Even just the realization of stress, the acknowledgement of stress or the acknowledgement of how your body is feeling. Wow, that can be a start into thinking about what your body might need. Do I need sleep? Do I need to take a break for a second? Do I need a snack? Do I need to drink something? Do I need to talk with somebody? All of those things can be addressed once we know what our body needs. And those things can help us get back into a grounded state so that we can take aligned action so we can best show up. Okay, Alicia, stop rambling about embodiment. What are we talking about on the episode today? Today on the episode, I want to talk about underwear. And I know this is funny. I mean, that's totally random, right? Like, what? Underwear? Yes. I want you to think about your experience this morning putting on your underwear. Did you like that experience? Do you like your underwear? Did you choose underwear that you like to wear today? Do you like the underwear that you're wearing? All crazy questions, but I have a point with this. And the point is that we can feel like we like our clothes. It's something that we can strive toward. We can feel comfortable in our clothes. We can like our clothes. We can like how we look in our clothes. All of those things are possible for us. But I don't want to even branch into that conversation without first talking about specific instances where we can improve our relationship with the clothes that we wear. We can have more positive relationships or positive experiences rather with putting on clothes in the morning. And I want to start with underwear. Let's back this up a little bit. Last week, if you listened to last Monday's episode, I talked about how I'm branching out beyond intuitive eating. We'll always be talking about food and body stuff here on the show and how when we heal those relationships with food and body, what doors open up for us in our life. And actually another door that can open up for us in our life after, again, we've healed our relationships with food and body is exploring how we feel in the clothes that we wear and showing up as our authentic self, literally by putting on clothes that feel like a representation of us, as a representation of, how we want to dress and look in the world. I think that it's not superficial to talk about clothes that we wear. And I don't think it's vain at all to really think that we can like the clothes that we wear, feel comfortable and able to show up in them. Even if they're not like our favorite clothes, we want clothes that make us feel comfortable and confident. We're all looking for confidence, right? But most of all, even beyond that, I think we're looking for ease in the clothing experience. I think when we open up our closets, there's a lot of triggers that happen. I don't know if you're anything like me, but I, for a long time, would try on outfit after outfit, just trying to make it to class or make it to school, feeling like I'm putting on something that at least doesn't look horrible or make me feel horrible, right? About myself and about my body. And this went on for as long as I can remember, until probably about 2 years ago, where I was like, actually, I can wear clothes that make me feel comfortable and also confident. And there is a sense of ease that can come along with that process too. And that's what I want to talk with you about today in this conversation about underwear. Because I think it's really vague, if we talk about feeling confident in our clothes. I want to take that down into like one specific clothing item that we all wear every day, and that's underwear. And a quick tip that I have for you this Monday, the base of this conversation that we're having today, is I want you to think about your underwear selection and to throw away underwear you don't like, that don't fit, that don't feel right, that aren't great, that you're just holding on to just because. How many underwear out of your whole underwear stash right now would go if you threw out every pair that didn't feel right, that didn't feel comfortable, or that you just didn't like for some reason? How many pairs of underwear would you throw away if you threw away the underwear that didn't fit and didn't work for you? And how many pairs of underwear would you keep? Why do you like those underwear? What keeps you going for those underwear first? This is stemming from the book Intuitive Eating, where they talk about respecting your body. There's a chapter in the book Intuitive Eating, and this book is the best. It's written by Evelyn Triboli and Elise Resch. These are the two dietitian pioneers of intuitive eating. And they talk about in the book respecting your body. And in that book, they talk about how people have like tiers of underwear, right? Like there's our favorite underwear. There's the underwear that we wear most of the time. And then there's our least favorite underwear that we just keep on standby. And we don't really like it, but we keep it and we have to wear it sometimes, right? The question that I have for you is, why do we have tiers of underwear? Why do we all do this? And why aren't we just wearing underwear that we like every single day? Oh, and I'm laughing because it sounds crazy, right? Like, why aren't we wearing underwear that feel comfortable? This can be one thing out of the day that you don't have to think about anymore if your entire underwear selection was filled with underwear that you liked, that felt comfortable. So today, throw out the underwear that don't fit, that you don't like. Order underwear that you do. Order online, shop wherever you want to shop for these underwear. Try on some new underwear. Try something. Underwear is a great place to start because you know what? Nobody else, well, I mean, maybe a few other people, whatever. Nobody really sees our underwear. And so this is something that is purely, we buy for comfort, right? Like we buy because we like it for the reasons that we like the underwear, but I think mostly comfort for many of us. I'm kind of tripping on my words because I'm like, wait, everyone wants underwear for comfort, right? Yes. I mean, I'm not looking for the cutest underwear. Maybe you are looking for the cutest underwear. I'm just looking for like the easiest, practical, comfiest underwear. I care about the line, like I don't want to show underwear lines. I care about that. Like I have my list about like, kind of like what I'm looking for in a pair of underwear, but I know that I can find those underwear and have only underwear that I like in my underwear selection. If I always pick a pair of underwear that I like and I don't have to do that thought process of, do I want to wear these or want to wear these or should I save these? And that whole game that we play with ourselves, if I can just know that the underwear that I take is going to be the underwear that works, that reduces friction in my clothing experience. Seriously. And it can add a little bit of joy. Who isn't a little bit more joyful when we put on a fresh new pair of underwear? Or an underwear, like that top tier underwear that I'm talking about, like those, our favorite underwear. Does that come with a little bit of joy? I know for me it does. And so like that can be our whole clothing experience, is like just picking what we like and reducing the friction by eliminating things that don't work. How could we apply the same underwear concept to other things? Are there t-shirts you need to throw out? Are there dresses you need to throw out? Are there pajamas that you need to throw out? How can we eventually get to a place where everything in our closet we feel comfortable and confident in? Also, I'm looking for ease and coziness as well. So take whatever adjectives that you need from your wardrobe. First, apply it to your underwear experience, then see where that experience can grow. Because you deserve to wear underwear that you feel comfortable in, right? You deserve to not have friction in your underwear selection experience in the morning. That's what I want for you. Okay. So take my advice and let me know if this is useful for you. Send me a DM on Instagram if you want. I would love to hear from you on if this tip was serving to you or not. So message me on Instagram. You can find me at aliciabrown.rdn. Alicia, Alicia Brown, BROWN RDN on Instagram. That's where you can find me. And if you have a second, pull out your phone and hit subscribe to the show. You'll get tips every Monday in the realms of intuitive eating, closet clothing, cooking, and beyond on the show, reducing friction in our relationships with food and body and how we clothe our body, how we feel in our body, embodiment practices, and more. We talk about on Mondays and on Thursdays. Every Thursday we have an interview with another guest on the show talking about food and body stuff as well. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode every Monday and Thursday at the kitchen table. And if you feel like this episode was impactful for you in any way, screenshot it and share it on social media, because the more people that we need to share this underwear message with, the better. So thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday's episode. Take care.